Hello everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be re-reviewing Oliver and his brake van Toad. Obviously, again, I'm doing this in a different filming location because, again, I'm filming on my layout, so I figured we'd give you a bit of scenery. You get a station, okay? That's good enough. So, let's look at, let's look at Toad first, because Toad's a little bit different, because Toad came in the plastic bit he's in. Pretend the cardboard isn't here, just this plastic insert. Because I got him for Christmas from a friend a few years ago. And he didn't have the outside sleeve. So I just used this sleeve instead. It's one of the newer ones. He would have come in one that looks a little more like Oliver's here. But besides that, see, because on the side here it says Sodor Scrap Co. wagon, which obviously Toad is not. So, but still, interesting box nonetheless. There's all the other characters on the back. So, let me get Toad out. Let's do it this way, how about that? And then he just comes out like that. So there's Toad. Let's put his box over to one side. And let's get Oliver out so we can look at them both together. So Oliver's is standard. I got him brand new. He's from 2005, I believe, which is the, at least I think he's from 2005, because I think they released him for the 60th anniversary. So, I want to say 2005. Again, if I'm wrong, though, let me know in the comments. So here he is. He's in his box here. You got the Thomas & Friends logo. This is the Ghislaine box. There's ones that say Hit Entertainment. This one says Ghislaine because it's slightly earlier. You got Henry, James, Mavis, Percy, Thomas. There's Clarabelle there. And it is R9070 Oliver. On the back you have a few of the other characters you can get. Thomas, Percy, Duck, Toby, James, Gordon, Bill, and Ben. I feel like I've said this in every review I've done ever. Still don't have these two. One day. One day. But underneath, interesting enough, it says 2000... Let me see if y'all can see this. 2001. So maybe this is just an older box they had at the factory, or maybe Oliver came out before 2005. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's get Oliver out. There he is in the polystyrene. So real quick, before we look at him, here's his, it's like a sunblock card. This is what they used to use. They put, usually it would sit like this, and this would be covering him. I had it the other way though, so you could actually see him. But this is just to prevent, you know, the sun and whatever fading the paint, and it's just to keep them protected and stuff, so I like that. But yeah, he did come with one of these. Then we have the locomotive operation and maintenance for 042T locomotives with the Type M motor. I believe that's the same one shared with most of the 060s for Hornby. Oliver's based off a 14XX, so any 14XX from at least Hornby's older railroad range should have the same instructions. There you go. You remove the chimney to open up Oliver. Oh, it does talk about replacing the traction tires, oddly enough. Flat-bladed screwdriver position. Yeah, that's how I did. I just used a screwdriver. Yeah, that's how you replace the traction tires, because I've done that. Although the ones fitted to my Oliver are Marklin ones. I usually buy Marklin traction tires for replacements because they seem to last quite a bit longer. They're a little bit nicer and a little bit thinner as well. So there's Oliver. So here's both of them. Let's look at Toad first, then we'll move on to Oliver, because there's more to talk about with Oliver than there is with Toad, but there's still enough to talk about with Toad. As you can see, he's painted in brown, which I think is accurate to Season 5. I'm not an expert, so I could be wrong. I know typically he is gray, but I think this is for the Season 5 look. He didn't come with a hook. This is just me thinking to myself. He didn't come with a hook there. But I have spares now that I could just put on there. So I'll probably do that after this review here. I know you can hear this. Let me just address this, because I'm pretty sure you can hear this the whole time. I have like little weights and things in here. It's very unorganized. To be honest, I don't even know what this is from. It's just a piece of metal. And this is actually it's black tacked in there. So it can't come out. I might just take this one out. Don't need that. But yeah, I added a little bit of weight to Toad because he is quite light. But yeah, the roof can come off. So, you know, if you want to put, you know, figures in here, or I guess hell, you could put figures in here as well. You could do that, which is really nice. It says GW, which is Great Western, 56831. I don't know whether that's accurate or not. 16 tons. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. And interestingly enough, for those who don't know, obviously his name is Toad, but he's based off, the actual basis of brake van he's based off of is called a Toad brake van, so I just, you know, thought that was interesting. And real quick, let's look at the face. The face is very accurate, in my opinion. I feel like that looks just like Toad. It's a very, very good face, I think. The eyebrows and everything look very good. Hornby never disappoints with the faces. I think we can all agree on that. Nice metal spoked wheels. Yeah, overall he's really good. Yeah, the only thing I've done is just add a little bit of weight in him because he is a tad bit light, but I don't know. Depending on your track, you might not have to do that. So there is Toad. Now let's move on to Oliver, which I'm sure more people are probably interested in. Although I like Toad and Oliver equally, but I know Oliver's probably a little more sought after. Real quick, let's actually start with looking at his face since we just looked at Toad's. That is spot on to Oliver, in my opinion. That looks just like Oliver, no doubt. Interestingly enough, he does have a handrail going through his forehead. Odd choice. I'd imagine it's because, you know, this is where the handrails are on the 14XX, so it'd be difficult to change it. Although, what I would have done personally is just, you could have the handrail going over, just don't have the knob going through his forehead, if that makes sense. Like, imagine just, like, if that wasn't there, but that was still going over. Does that make sense? You know what? I don't know. I feel like that would have been better. But I'm pretty sure they just did this to make it sturdier, which does make sense. But it's just an interesting choice. I think, you know, aesthetically it looks fine, and I, like, rarely notice it unless I, like, really, really think about it. Then I notice it, but typically I don't. But it's just interesting. It has GWR on the side, Great Western Railway. He's number 11. Got the handrails here. These are separately fitted ones. These are molded ones. Here's a separately fitted one as well. And one thing I will say, just I don't like about the packaging, real quick. So y'all saw when Oliver sits in his box, he sits this way, which means this end, where the fragile kind of handrail sticking out is like right up against here. Granted, there's a bit of like a spot for it, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe they could have had him facing the other way. Maybe that, although, you know, again, that would have been near the plastic glass area of the box. So I don't know. That's just something. Because these are typically broken on Oliver. What else is usually missing off Oliver are these dummy hooks at the front and rear. Typically the ones at the front. Sorry about that. There you go. That bit there. Usually missing on Oliver, but again, mine was brand new, so there's nothing missing off him. But as I said, I did go in and change the traction tires. I don't think visibly you'll be able to tell, but they are Marklin ones. I used to be a big user on the Hornby forums because there's a lot of helpful people on there that, you know, can answer your questions and, you know, just discuss about trains and everything. But I don't remember who, but someone suggested to me on there to use Marklin tires as a replacement for Oliver's, and they've worked perfectly. So I wish I remembered who it was, but I don't. But yeah, so shout out to them, I guess. I wish I remembered who it was, but yeah, these Marklin ones are very nice. I even use them on my Ringfield models as well, just a different size tire. Because the Marklin ones seem to be really, really nice, which, you know, isn't a shocker. Marklin's really high quality, but yeah. Separately fitted handrails. Separately fitted whistles. This is one of the few examples I can think of in the Thomas range where the whistles are plastic. Typically they're metal, so I guess that's a bit of a downside. Yeah, the safety valve bonnet. The coal load is actually rather nice on this one, I must say. The chimney's metal, by the way, which is really cool. Probably because it's removable. Yeah, the vacuum pipe on the rear. You got the buffers there. You got a lot of riveting on them, which is rather nice. No in-cab detail, unfortunately. It's kind of not the greatest. This back wheel is sprung, which is really, really nice. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I'll tell you what, for a railroad loco, he's got quite a lot of detail. So I quite like that. Lamp irons at the front. He reminds me of Stepney, because Stepney had a lot of detail as well. A lot of separate stuff. I really like stuff like that. I like the basic models like Toby, Percy, Bill, Ben, because you know you can play around with them a lot more and not have to worry about bits breaking off. This one you have to be a little more careful with, obviously, with the separately fitted parts, but I really like it. Oh, underneath it says 2004. So, I don't know. Make of that what you will. I have no idea. And look, brake rigging. I know Spencer has it as well. Man, Hornby really did care about their Thomas line. I wish they had that license still, but it is what it is. So yeah, there's Oliver and Toad. I think they make a great pair. Real quick though, before I end this video, interestingly enough, they use different style couplers. Here's the D style coupler. I don't know what you call this sort of coupler. It's kind of like the in-between of the really slim ones and the D style ones, but I mean, they work perfectly fine. I just think it's interesting. Although, no, it looks like you can change his couplers out. They're not just like molded to the body, and Oliver's are screwed in. So, if you wanted to change them, I suppose you could. But yeah, that's my review on Oliver and Toad, or my re-review, I suppose. I've been doing quite a few of these because I have some new reviews of new items coming soon, but they're not here yet. Because, you know, it's around that Christmas time. So post offices and everything are quite busy. So once they get here, I will definitely do videos on them. They're very exciting things, and I think you all will enjoy them. And I'm also trying to upload things in between episodes to keep, you know, content going out to you guys. And these videos don't seem to get age restricted, which is really good. So let's hope it stays that way. Or sorry, not age restricted, made for kids. If they got age restricted, that'd make no sense. Not like being marked made for kids makes any sense either. But yeah, I recommend Oliver and Toad. I stopped, like I said in my Emily review, or maybe it was the James one, I stopped giving these models ratings because I really do like these things, and I notice I'm very nice on them. So I pointed out some of the good things, some of the bad things. He runs pretty good, by the way. He used to run kind of wobbly, but it was because of the traction tires. Once I replaced those with the Markland ones, he's pretty good. Yeah, they're very hard to find, though, that's the thing. Oliver's more expensive than Toad, but Toad's probably harder to find than Oliver, so getting these two is not easy. But if you come across them, they're a lovely pair, I think. I think they're very, very nice together. And they look very nice on your railway. I think particularly him and Stepney look nice together for some reason. I don't know why they would look really nice together, but yeah. If you have any other models you'd like me to take a look at again, please let me know. If not, I have new reviews coming out on new items shortly. Some Thomas related, some not Thomas related, all trainer related though, so we'll all like it, right? But yeah, stay tuned for new episodes as well. As I said, December is going to be a promising month for the channel, I think. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video. And let me know what you guys think of these two in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.